Good morning, Mike and Arlen, our Philippine journey. Hey, let's talk about safety and crime. And we're going to show you three different confirmed issues that have taken place right here in Angeles City in the very recent few weeks. It's the Burr months, and I don't know if that means robbery or whatever, but it's happening. So let's talk about it.
I never got it, why'd you have to go? I guess this world's too slow for you. I think there's beauty in the gray, the cold, but you just want the gold. And there's no way I can beat it, cause I got no chance, no chance when it comes to her. She got the glitter and the fame, and I just wasn't enough.
You know, crime is rampant across the world. It happens everywhere. It doesn't happen in just the big city. It doesn't happen in small rural areas only. It happens everywhere. It happens in gated communities. It happens on open streets. It happens, like I said, everywhere. In fact, we've had a problem with crime in the past, not here in Angeles or in the Philippines, but we have had a problem with crime. Uh, many years ago, God, way back, um, we lived in a gated community, secure community, upscale community where it was still under construction. One night, somehow or another, I managed to leave the garage door open to our home. And lo and behold, the next morning when I went out to get in the car to get ready to go to work, I realized the door was open. And I said, oh man, just screwed up. Looked off to the side and then realized, hold on, I'm missing a few things. And yeah, um, the police told us it's not uncommon. Contractors drive through, they see something open, it's still dark outside. They run in, grab power tools, things like that. Anyways, my point is it happens everywhere. Now, what's happened here? Well, as we fast approach a couple of different things, we're very quickly approaching Christmas, the Burr months, all right, the holidays. And people that are targets of opportunity stick out. Expats can stick out. Um, we can tell you of several instances right here in Angeles. Um, just recently, a few weeks ago, one of our friends, Philly in the Philippines, Brian, his wife, Louisa, was actually robbed at knife point in their development, literally in front of her house in the middle of the day. That's one thing. Um, you know, we talk about different things. So let's talk about a couple of more. And then we're going to show you a video, all right, of what happened last night. Now, we've all talked about these things. There are bloggers that have been robbed, scammed, whatever, but I'm talking about actual robbery. Violent crime does not seem to be nearly as prevalent. In the U.S., violent crime is very prevalent. In the U.K., they have very strict gun laws, but they just stab the shit out of people with a knife. They have terrible knife violence. Um, and it's different elsewhere in developing countries all over the world. Crime is what it is, and it happens. And you need to be careful. You need to be and follow some basic rules and some basic ideas. Um, for instance, we have a blogger, Ace Bachelor Cool. He was walking down a street, MacArthur Avenue, if I'm not mistaken, in the middle of the day, carrying a portfolio full of documents and everything. And two guys drove by on a motorcycle and stole it from him. He didn't have a full grasp of the item. And that goes to show you the video that we're going to put on here. Last night, on the street adjacent to A Santos and the backside of Walking Street, on the corner where Tequila Reef and Swiss Chalet are, a guy and a girl turned the corner, and you'll see in the video that I'm playing, hopefully now, that it's at the very, very end, the last like quarter of a second, the motorcycle comes up, the scooter comes up, it's got two guys on it. They snatch his bag. Why do they snatch it? Because he offered it to them. I mean, really and truly. When you carry stuff in your hand, especially things with straps, you are a target. When you're walking down the street carrying your phone and blah, 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 and you're blogging even, okay, you're a target. Two guys ride by, you don't recognize they're there. They realize you don't recognize they're there. They just snatch it and go. So you've got the Philippines wife gets robbed. That's Filipino on Filipino crime. You've got last night where you have a foreigner. He definitely looks like a foreigner. It's not the best video, I realize, but a foreigner who gets robbed, all right? Filipino on foreigner. And then you have the other stuff. How about expat on expat? A blogger was walking down the street, minding his own business, looking at the crowd over on Fields Avenue, wasn't even on Walking Street, and another foreigner accosted him and batted at his whatever, whether he was recording on a phone or whatever. But then you have other shit. So Halloween night, we do our great big candy giveaway. And if you missed that, you should really take a look. It's one or two videos back. Great time was had by all. We threw candy to, I want to say, close to somewhere between 500 and 1,000 kids. I mean, that's really, everybody we've talked to said they've never seen Walking Street that crowded in their entire lives. And many of these people have lived here 10 and 15 years that we've spoken with. So, anyways, we're done. Everything's over. We're getting ready to leave. Arlene and I and a couple of friends are standing outside of the bar. And out rushes one of the waitresses. And she grabs the security guard and she starts pointing. And it's pointing at a patron. I thought maybe the patron walked out without paying, because it actually happens. Most of the time it's actually by accident. All right. But sometimes people try and get away. Well, this guy, he was a rather tall man of color. He was a good 75 feet away from me. That's all I could really say about it. And with that being said, security goes after him, and they start to try and grab him. He resists. Next thing you know, there's a couple of them chasing him. Now, it's my understanding from one of our friends who actually saw it, the guy actually got and threw punches and everything else, and eventually was able to run away. So they did not catch him, last I had heard. That doesn't mean they won't, just means they have not. And I finally also found out he stole some stuff from the bar. So in the bar, they have these confetti poppers, these tubes. They're about, I don't know, 2.5 feet long, and you pull them and confetti shoots out. And, they sell them. Apparently, he stole a couple of them and bolted out. Now, I don't know whether he also bolted out on his bill or not. Doesn't matter. So there's an expat on Filipino violence. All right. So my point with all of this has been simple. When you're walking around, be conscious of your surroundings, number one. Number two, if you've got a bag, like I have a sling bag, put it across your chest so they can't just rip it off your shoulder. All right. Yeah, it looks kind of nerdy and everything else. Well, just then quit carrying so much. All right. But the bottom line is like I have a pack safe sling bag when I'm traveling with more expensive stuff. I don't keep anything expensive out and about. That actually has wire through the strap so they can't just zip by and cut the strap off of you. But my point with all of it is be conscious of your surroundings and protect yourself reasonably. A sling bag is meant to be a sling. It's not meant to be a shoulder purse. All right, a shoulder strap. Let it go across your body. Otherwise, thank you so much. We hope you have a great day. And please do subscribe. Thanks.